Hi, good morning, everyone. Well, slightly afternoon here. Um, Today, it's bank holiday in Europe, so maybe we'll have a bit of a slower morning, but then probably US will open and then we'll accelerate a little bit. Now we have ES open with a gap up yesterday or last night, and it was already out of the red bull flag. So as you can see, it touched a new all-time high, which is what bull flags do. They delivered a new all-time high after the previous high. Now the mission is complete and we will probably fill this gap. Maybe we'll come back down to back test that red bull flag, but I don't expect it to be this spike to be erased anytime soon anymore. So this FOMC spike rallied, back tested the blue resistance. I mean, it broke that blue resistance, back tested it, broke out. So the obvious route to new all-time highs is, or the obvious potential all-time high route is maybe pull back a little bit to that blue or even the red and golden, and then we'll all the way get to that 5,500. That's probably what we're going to see. This is the SPX, the cash one. So the blue resistance rail is still the target. So as you remember, I pointed out this blue resistance on the S had already been broken and back tested. Now this one hasn't really touched that blue resistance. I mean, it touched that as a rail, but not the top. So I still believe we're going to get to that level eventually, but are we going to get there after filling this gap, or are we going to see a pullback to backtest the golden broken resistance? Either way, we still have more upside to go. Dow Jones, I pointed out this red bull flag, and I thought maybe it's going to come down, break the green, get to the red bottom band, and then rally. But actually, last night's action took out this red top band. You can see this is the initial pullback, broke it out. Now we're going to see a back test. There is a gap here, this little gap, obviously, and the green channel is still intact. I mean, more or less, it's the green bottom band that is not really very precise, but it is what it is. I think this is our guidance at the moment of this big uptrend. From you remember this triangle was broken and back tested, and the blue channel is intact, the green one is intact, the red bull flag is broken. So Dow Jones is still targeting 41, that red top band. Okay, that's the major uptrend from 2022 high, 2022 low, 23 low. This is the high of December 2022, and that's why the obvious target would be touching that red top band at around 41,000 on the futures. On the cash Dow Jones, we are inside this green uptrend, and the blue resistance was broken with FOMC, massive spike, came down, it didn't erase the entire spike. Now the red bull flag is broken, right? And if the back test holds, I think we're going to keep on rallying all the way to that green top band one more time. And the red resistance is around 40,750 on the cash. Nasdaq just reversed at the blue top band. This is the futures. So this is a beautiful bull flag formation. Is it going to backtest the purple support one more time? This is the broken sideways channel, FOMC. We may get a test on the blue bottom band. That will be the ideal level, where it may erase this spike, come all the way down to 330 or so, 18,330, and then rally to breakout. That blue bottom band test would be a nice level to start a buying opportunity. This is the Nasdaq cash. Similarly, the blue bottom band is not very precise, but it is what it is. I think we can accept it as a two touch on the bottom, two touch on the top. Either way, is it going to come down to the blue bottom band, erase this spike, maybe even pierce the bottom band a little bit, that blue bottom band a little bit, touch that red bottom band, and then rally. And the level would be still around 18,050 on the cash Nasdaq. Russell test, it just cleared that major blue resistance right there. Okay. And it is now pulling back from the green resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on that green diagonal resistance. And I think we are going to smash through it maybe after filling this gap. The gap is at 2146, 2145, or maybe it wants to backtest this blue broken resistance, which is going to be around 2120 or so, or 30, 30, 35. Backtest that, maybe test that red internal support right there. Excuse me, this is not very nice, is it? So I'm going to put it properly right there. That red internal support. Maybe pull back a little bit back into that green or blue broken resistance rail. It is clearly broken, right? This gigantic resistance or support, this is the two back tests on that broken support. Third one, fourth one, fifth one, now we're breaking it. So anything beyond, well, if it breaks today, anything beyond 2172, 2175 will open the way for a rally all the way to 2400. Russell, small caps, are starting to play in catch up, okay? Starting to play catch up, and I think the red top band is the minimum target. Obviously, we don't know how fast it can get there. That red top band is the obvious target. FTSE is off today, so you can see this is the green resistance that was broken, and the red top band is at 8,050. And we have DAX, which had broken that. This was a wedge, right? This wedge, the green, this was actually a purple wedge that was broken to the upside. It didn't even come back for a back test. It is now inside this green steep uptrend. So any touch on the green bottom band, I think, is going to start the next leg up. And the obvious target is still 18,750, 18,800. TLT is inside this golden potential bull flag. So if it touches that blue plus green, we may see one more dive and then rally. But Russell is rallying, so I think bonds are going to start to rally as well. So we'll see. And this is 10-year note. It had already backtested the green broken resistance. Now I think it's going to turn north, but this golden top band is a potential major resistance. So got to be careful when it gets there. Oil hasn't tested that golden major resistance so far. But as you can see, this is US oil I'm talking about. This golden resistance is broken and back tested twice, right? This is first, this is second back test. Obviously, I have repeatedly said that it has to break this red top band, and then the golden one will be broken too. So any move beyond that red resistance on the current contract would be around 85.50. If the current contract can smash through 85.50, that's going to start a huge upside move. The blue resistance, this is the Brent contract, the Brent continuous. The blue resistance just held. You can see here, it is still holding. This is why I'm a little bit skeptical about the upside for now. on oil. But the fact that this golden resistance is broken, the black one is broken, so they are both taken out. We may get a touch on the black and then rally to smash through that blue resistance, which would be the last hurdle, at least to get to that red top band. And then, of course, the red top band, which is a bear flag potential, has to be broken too for oil. This is nat gas. It may test that golden top band. This is the continuous chart. Okay, if this is the high, this is the two touches. So the second touch may cause a reversal, which is going to be around 1840 if it wants to get there. On the other hand, this is the May contract. It already backtested the red broken support at 1775. Well, it went to 1785, but it still managed to reverse right there. As you can see, it fell from there all the way to, well, basically it dropped another like 60, 70 ticks from that level. But this is now dangerously close to the break of that golden resistance. 1, 2, 3. It's not a channel, it's the potential golden channel's top band. Okay, so bottom band has only one touch, so we can't call it a channel yet. But I thought maybe once that blue or red broken support gets back tested, it's going to come down and sell off really hard all the way to that golden bottom band. It's not happening. So if it can break this golden resistance and the red, which would be obviously 1785. So if it gets to 1780, 1785, I think that that double resistance would be broken, and I think we may get a touch on that 1900. So that would actually negate or invalidate the bearish call. But I think I may also argue that this red resistance is a rail, and that is the first back test. So I think natural gas is still looking very bearish. Gold is coming, oops, sorry, that's Bitcoin. Gold had, so this is the futures chart, this is the breakout, that red top band. So golden bull flag, back test broken. So the blue resistance was broken. It got to the red top band, came down to the red bottom band. And then there was a wedge here. And then I said, okay, this is the buy signal. The golden resistance was broken, or the bull flag was broken. And now the red top band is broken. It's hugely bullish because, as you can see here, the daily major resistance, or not daily, multi-decade on the daily chart here, that blue resistance was already broken, and that's why that was indisputably bullish, and this is a very big follow through. This is the spot chart, blue wedge, red bottom band, rallied. Again, there was a wedge here. I gave a buy signal. Then it broke out of the golden, even back tested the golden, the blue resistance, then the green, and then the red top band. Look at this. That red top band is now definitely broken. We may get a penetration back in because of the gap here, but then after that, gold is going to become unstoppable. So now silver, I'm long silver because of the break of that golden resistance. It cleared the green internal resistance as well, so we may get a back test. But then after that, the line in the sand, the major resistance, is the one from the blue, from the 2011 highs. But of course, we also have the possibility of this purple top band to turn into a major resistance at 27. So we got to be very careful. Even if that blue resistance breaks, the 27 level is the blue-purple resistance, which is going to be very critical. Platinum, this is the spot chart. Shall we do? Yeah, spot chart is okay. The blue broken support got back to stand. It went through, the red bear flag is broken to the upside. That was very critical. I'm still holding the half long from 920. I had already closed the first half at 945 plus. So that's the reason why I'm still holding the platinum half long. You can see the golden broken support, or excuse me, golden support held. The blue triangle was broken. The red, the blue. This is the last one. If it can be broken, if this blue broken support can be taken out, I think the obvious target is still at 980, on the futures. Sorry, that gold one is not the green one. That green top band is at 990, 980. That's my target because I think it's going to get there. And even maybe that green top band will be broken. I was thinking maybe that we're going to backtest the broken purple resistance, but it came very close to it, but it didn't really touch it. Palladium is trying to get to that blue major resistance, and then we'll see whether it can be broken or not. Now, Euro is sliding a bit more. I had this one right there. I had this one right there. Just a second. Yes, what's this here? Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I mean, this was a support, but it was broken, then broken back up. So I'm not saying, I don't think it's a reliable support anymore. But I think the weakness on euro or strength on US dollar is still there. And the obvious target is the backtest of this blue broken resistance, right? But it would be also almost a new low. It's very hard to read there is no trend, as you can see. There was a downtrend broken, then the red uptrend was broken. Now, I think there's going to be more weakness on euro or strength on US dollar, but I think we also have to check the others. Pound sterling would start to come down if this red bottom band is broken. The purple one was broken, as you remember. That's where I said, okay, this is going to come down hard. Yeah, but then it started to chop around. Obviously, if this red support breaks, then we'll have more downside. US dollar, Japanese yen may get a test on the purple broken resistance, or at least the blue bottom band, which is going to be 150.60. 150.60, and then get to the blue top band to break it. DXY is out of the green, so I'm still thinking it's going to get to 105 plus. That's why you can see Aussie dollar back tested the red broken support 1, 2, and this is a very naughty back test, but the back test is kind of holding still. It's not the best precision here. The precision was very nice on the blue, but then the back tests were slightly penetrating back above it. But with the help of the red top band, you can see the sideways. Now it start to come down one more time, and I think it's going to get to that red bottom band. That's the minimum target. And is it going to get to, well, look, and you can see this is kind of a sideways or a kind of a bear flag, not the obvious bear flag, because these ones are higher than that. So the bear flags starting points cannot be before the bottom of the red bear, so before the lowest point of the bear flag. So these wouldn't count as the top band, but you can see the green bottom band is holding. This is why I'm still a little bit skeptical here. If it can break the blue and red, it may get to that green top band. Okay, that's the kind of the fear that I have right now, or worry, not fear. Kiwi is still targeting that green bottom band ultimately, and yeah, there's not much to say about it. Do we have an overhead resistance here? Yeah, let's have a look at this one here. Yeah, we have this red downtrend, right? So let's have a look at agriculturals. Coffee is still back testing the purple broken support, and we have the black and the green. So there's quite a few overhead levels to take out. Wheat has to, well, clearly wheat has to break that golden resistance, right? That golden resistance has to be broken. There's also the purple one. So it is a bear flag. So I'm going to remove the blue, right? And the May contract shows it much better actually. Yeah, if you look at it this way, right, this one here. It's an obvious bear flag. Yeah, if we put it in the blue color, you'll see it much better. Three touches on the top, three touches. So this level has to be broken. As you can see on the May contract, that blue resistance has to be taken out for a major rally to start. That, of course, would take that green resistance as well. So anything beyond 570, 571, 72, those are the levels are very critical. Anything above 71, 72 is going to look very bullish. But can he do that? That's the question. So soybeans has tried to break that blue resistance. As you can see, gonna like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that blue resistance. If it can break out, then soybeans is going to rally inside the green bull flag, and I think the target is going to be that green top band. And corn touch that golden resistance. We're pulling back, but then after that, if it can break that golden, at least it's going to get to that blue broken support. Okay. This golden resistance has to be broken for cocoa to go higher. Uh, Corn, sorry, not cocoa. This is corn. Cocoa is here. It's still ripping, and yeah, I have to say where it can stop, but the uptrend is now broken to the upside. Sugar is had broken that golden resistance, sorry, the blue resistance and back tested it. I think it wants to break this golden top band and start a big rally. And if you look at the long-term one, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. It is an amazing support rail here, that golden one and the blue one. So there is a good chance that we're going to get to that golden top band and even maybe break it to the upside. This is a multi-decade bull flag, a giant bull flag from the highs of 2011. Maybe the next cocoa is coming here on sugar, and cotton is the same. Very bullish looking chart, just pulling back to that green and red and golden. I don't think it's going to go below 89. I think we're going to start a rally very, very soon to get to 125, 130, 140, all the way to that red top band. All right, now let's have a look at Bitcoin. The consolidation is still ongoing. Is there a kind of a bull flag here? That's the question. So if it touches, so I think we may have the red bull flag here. Okay, if this red bottom band holds, we rally and break it to the upside. But of course, this green bottom band is a very critical one. If it breaks the green bottom band, we may see a big dive. Ethereum had broken and backtested the green support. This golden support is holding, and if this golden support breaks, I think it may start a little bit deeper correction, but then the red bottom band would be the next potential support, which would be a bull flag. Zcash, so far, no real push. It really has to break back into that black bear flag. So far, it really didn't manage to do that. This is Dogecoin. The green resistance rail is holding. The golden resistance is broken. So I think if it moves beyond, so it has already broken the golden, so it's still very, very bullish. But it would get extremely bullish if it can break this green resistance as well. Very sloppy resistance rail, obviously. It's not my best chart, but the golden one is. Aave trying to break that red resistance still. No real push to the upside. ACH coming back down to that blue broken support, resistance, to touch it maybe one more time. It really has to break that red resistance zone to start a huge push. So anything beyond 54 cents would become a really big buy signal. This is the high of last year, March. This is the high of this year, March. So that's a major resistance. Cardano, no real action towards that blue top band. It really has to push beyond 9 cents to start a big run. APT had broken major resistance and it stopped at the green, but the red one was broken. The golden was broken. So then I think we're going to see a big rally if it can move beyond 21, 22. ATA, so far, no real breakout. The red top band is still there. Audio, the red resistance is holding, the blue resistance is holding. There is no real breakout just yet. Audio has to break 40 cents to start a rally. AVAX had broken the red bull flag, so very bullish looking chart. BMEX had broken the red resistance, but it came back down. And I'm thinking, is it gonna, let's have a look. If it wants to start a rally, I'm gonna put in a kind of a potential uptrend here, all right? So if it wants to make it an uptrend, it really has to touch that golden bottom band and then rally. So anything around this level would be around 30 cents, and then rally, maybe very, very bullish. Chilis has to break 16, 17 cents to break that green top band. Everything is kind of red today. White had to break that red resistance. Tried really hard, 1, 2, 3, but faked it. That is very unusual. After so many tries, usually once it breaks, it starts a run, but it has faked it. Theta still above this red broken channel, so that's still looking bullish, but we may get a back test. Sandbox has to break that green top band. So far, no real push. RSR, maybe it wants to get to the green top band, pull back down, and then rally. So RSR is the major resistance would be that green top band at around 17, 18 cents. PYR looking still very bullish, but of course it may come down to that red bottom band. So I'm going to put this here. Yeah. If this red bottom band holds, PYR may start the next leg up. OM, well, maybe I can talk a little bit about Matic. You can see it failed to really push on. I mean, it failed to break that blue major resistance right here. Matic is not really performing. And I thought it would get to that blue top band already, but so far, no real move. Litecoin is still targeting that blue top band. Chainlink has to get to the golden top band and rally. CAS, oh, this is now dangerously close to breaking that green bottom band. So without breaking the green bottom band, it really has to rally and get to the red and then keep on pushing. So CAS may be looking bearish here if it breaks that blue bottom band. Jasmine, Hive, the red bull flag is broken, but then the green resistance, which is going to be around 53 cents, has to be taken out. SUI, oh, this is not good. Of course, the blue resistance was broken. The deep backtest is there. It's still trying to break it again, and the green channel is intact. So there's still hope for this one, but it really has to make a big move. Last one is uranium. I think some people are very interested in what uranium is supposed to is doing. It's not really doing much. This is URNM. Didn't touch the red plus blue, but came very close to it. They are still looking cautiously bullish. This is energy fuels turning slightly green. Obviously, that green resistance has to be broken. The blue bull flag was broken, and it's still looking very bullish to me. There is no reason to panic or something. URNJ, which is a junior minus, is it going to test the golden bottom band and then rally, or is it going to keep on pushing from here? Very hard to say. It's right in the middle. It's just chopping around, okay? Can't say much about it. AEC is up 14%. And I think this is why you can see the blue downtrend. I'm going to switch to the daily. Okay, the blue downtrend was broken, right? And the red one was broken. The red one was backtested. I thought maybe it wants to come down to another backtest on the blue, but it's actually starting to push again. It's up 14%. So this looks cautiously bullish now here. Look at this. All right, guys. Hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.